first bought the Rallycross Mini, it was multicoloured. Most of the panels were glass fibre, including the front end, doors, roof and the entire rear panel. However, when we gave it its first refresh, it soon became clear the original colour was a darker red than your more modern Minis. You can see the difference in the rear panel that I cut off a scrap Mini to the original darker red of the shell, and then we gave it a quick paint job. We used enamel garage door paint and applied it with a roller. Enamel paint is super tough, and considering what the Mini was used for, it did the job. However, during this next refresh into a Rally Mini, I wanted to go for a more period red colour. I could not believe my luck when during the 2020 Bingley Hall Mini event, this Mark II Mini was unveiled. That's it! That's the colour! So chatting to the owner, I found out it was tartan red with a paint code of RD9. So, armed with this info, I went to my local paint supplier and bought 3 litres of the stuff.
What is going on here? Well, I've seam sealed inside the cartlet, inside the arches. So I'm now getting ready to Raptor-Coat it. What I don't want to do is have the Raptor-Coat on this part. So this is like this panel here is then folded in. If I just masked over the top, you're going to get Raptor-Coat all over, you know, on this flange. It's a race car, rally car. I know I don't need to, but I just don't want that. I'm not having the shield on it because race car, we want to be able to get the radiator in and out very quickly when we need to. So there's absolutely, you know, although yes, it would make the cooling more efficient, everybody that's had one of those knows exactly why they're rubbish. Well, not rubbish, but inconvenient. So this is what I'm doing. I'm basically taping inside here, like that, and then folding it over like a parcel. I know I'm wasting time, I know I don't need to do it, but it's good practice for Bernie, because that's the sort of detail I'm looking at. Well, hopefully this last bottle is enough to give a few heavy coats of the inner wings. Let's see. Right, so the answer to that question is no. It's not enough to do both inner wings. Never mind. Just have to buy some more, haven't I?
One pair of pants later.
want to do the best job that I can with regards to paint, I must remember it will not take long before it will lose its newness. If I or our service crew are worried about marking the paint, then we really need to ask why we're rallying in the first place.
Got some damage?
Hit a pallet and a rear quarter.
That's the cones on it.
Yeah, that's a cone, isn't it?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So straight up to bus stop, left entry. So bus stop, left entry. Up to a 3 left, into a right entry chicane. 3 left. Broke something. Have we? Yeah. Keep going. 1, 2 left. Something ain't right. Nah, something's got. Pull in there. You couldn't have carried on with that.
The goal of any rally is to finish, and the service crew are vital in making this happen. Their job is to get the car to the start of the next stage on time, using whatever means necessary. And if that means taking a hammer to the wheel arches, then so be it.
If we can fix it, you can go back out.
Yeah. And mate, as long as you're ready for this one.
Right, I've started doing the notes.
Johnson.
What the?
Is that not? Yeah.
Let's put that one on there. Jackson eye now. We can put the tube in afterwards.
So which washer? The big one and the small one?
Well, the small one.
Oh, yeah,
let's drill it out.
Right, down. Spring, okay? Hang on, gently. Good.
Yeah.
We've got some locking wire, if that's any good.
No, it's on there.
Something.
Just give it a brake test up.
Yeah, just look at the down.
Lads, well done, chaps, well done. Well, the inside is now primed. I had real trouble with my gun, really did. Couldn't get a decent pattern on it at all. This is the one I used. I got it from the spray shop, and it's definitely much better quality than anything I've ever used before. But it's still only a cheap one. It's like I think it was 25 quid, but it's got a 1.3 nozzle on it. But it's got a 1.3 nozzle on it. But I struggled to get a pattern. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, I had a slight tantrum. What have I done with it? And I went and got my little detail gun, which I know. You know, I've used it in the past, and I know it really well. Other note, masking tape doesn't stick to Raptor very well at all. That's another disaster. Anyway, so I was desperate to get some colour on the car at all today. So anyway, I used my little gun, and all of a sudden, look, bam, 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 beautiful little pattern. I managed to adjust it just how I wanted it. Psh, 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 psh. I don't know if it's coming out. I just did this. This is the only bit that I've done. I'll tell a lie, I've done a bit of the inside of the boot as well, just to use up what I had left. But the flow was lovely, and you know, I could overlap my pattern and everything.